had a few moments yesterday where I was like, ah, like why does this keep happening? Good morning, everyone. It is currently 3:50 a.m. Yes, you heard that correctly. I am at the airport before 4 a.m. It is a super, super early morning day. Crew scheduling called me at exactly 2 a.m. right when they could call me. I was dead asleep, woke up, and got the call from them. We are starting a 2-day trip, and our first flight today is from Dallas to Charlotte. Gosh, it's early when Starbucks isn't even open yet. Once we get to Charlotte, we actually have some sit time there. I think we have about 2.5 hours in between flights, and then we fly to Orlando where we'll be done for the day. All right, y'all, so the agent is at the gate now. So it's time that I get all of my stuff picked up and head on over there to work this flight. Made it to Charlotte safe and sound, and I was able to stop at Starbucks and get some breakfast. I got some of the egg white and pepper egg bites. I love these, and I really just wanted something warm this morning. The flight over here was good, except we did have a little turbulence at the end. And you guys, during the turbulence, I dropped my tablet on the galley floor and now it's cracked. And when I turn it on, it gets this black line down the center with all of those other little lines. I can't believe that I did that to my tablet. I feel so bad because it's not even mine. Eric gave it to me so I could bring it with me on my trips. I texted him a picture of it and I just feel awful. He's not mad at me or anything, but I just still feel really bad. So I'm trying to decide if I should try to get the screen fixed or if I should just invest in an iPad that can do a lot more things than this little tablet can. I don't know. What would you all do? If you have an iPad, let me know if you like it or not and if you think it's worth the money. I still have about half an hour before we need to board my next flight, so I'm looking at iPads right now, and these look pretty cool, but there's so many different kinds. I have no idea which one I would want. It's time to pack up and head over to my gate. The next flight we are doing is from Charlotte to Orlando. I might have already told you guys that. I can't remember. Finally in my hotel room here in Orlando. Let me get some lights on and give you all a room tour. Let's open up the curtains so we can let some light in. Have some nice palm trees down there. This is a huge hotel room. Oh my goodness. We have 2 large beds, all of this space, a large TV and a desk over here. And then we have the bathroom through here. Looks like just a pretty normal, typical hotel bathroom. I am so hungry. Our flight here ended up taking about an extra 30 to 40 minutes in the air because we had to go around some thunderstorms and some bad weather in the area. We actually had to remain in our jump seats for the whole flight. The captain wanted us to remain seated and not do a service just because the turbulence was a little bit too intense for us to get up and do our normal duties. But we made it here safe and sound, and that's all that matters. I am ready to just absolutely devour this roast beef sandwich that I brought from home. I ate my sandwich and I have officially changed into some much more comfortable clothes. Normally on my layovers, as you all know, I love to go out and explore, but I've been up since 2 in the morning. I am honestly exhausted, so I'm gonna do something that I normally don't do, and I'm just gonna take the rest of today off. I'm not gonna go exploring. I'm not going to edit any more content for YouTube. I'm not gonna reply to any more emails. I think I just want to have a lazy day and lay around and watch movies. I apologize, this is not going to be the most entertaining layover, but to be honest, in order for me to feel my best right now, I really need to just rest my body. What should I watch on Netflix now? I think I'm gonna watch this movie, The Guilty. Eric watched it. What are all of you guys watching right now? I think pretty soon, Eric and I, we wanna watch this show together. This one, Made. I think it looks pretty good, but I think I'll start with this movie for tonight. Before we get into the second half of this video, both Miss Luna and I would like to thank our good friends over at Blinkist for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love to read books, but I don't always have time to read every book that I want to. To solve that problem, this is where Blinkist comes in. Blinkist takes top nonfiction titles and puts them into 15-minute text and audio explainers called Blinks. You can use Blinkist to learn about so many different topics. You can use it to learn about philosophy, psychology, health and nutrition, meditation, mindfulness, and even dogs, which is what I learned about today. Today, I listened to the audio explainer of this book, The Genius of Dogs. I really like Blinkist because what they do is they take the key ideas from the book and they break them down into segments that you can either read or listen to and learn so much information in under 20 minutes. The first 100 people to click the link in my description box below are going to get unlimited access to Blinkist for 1 week. You will also get 25% off if you do want the full membership. This 7-day trial is completely free, so you really have nothing to lose, but you can cancel at any time if you choose to do so. Once again, make sure that you all check out that link in my description box below. Thank you again so much to Blinkist for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get back to it. I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna eat this apple, but I am very, very much the type of person to take on too many tasks and to overwork myself. I really struggle with finding a work-life balance. So I think right now I just need to make the decision for myself that in order to avoid burnout, I need to not feel guilty about taking time to myself to just rest and recharge. I forgot that I had a bag of popcorn in my lunchbox, so I went downstairs and made this so I can eat it while I finish watching my movie. I swear, it's the little things in life. Like right now, I'm just curled up in bed, eating popcorn, watching a movie, and I'm happy as can be. The only thing that would make this better is if Eric and Luna were here with me right now. Now it is thunderstorming and raining super hard here in Orlando. Oh my gosh, I'm like watching TV and half asleep, and this thunder was so loud, it just woke me up. I'm glad that we flew in earlier today. Oh, I just saw some lightning. Should hear some thunder soon. Well, now that I'm up, I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and heat up my dinner. I have minestrone soup with me, which is my favorite, and then I did add some chicken in here to add some more protein. I think it looks delicious, and it's the perfect thing to eat while it's raining out. I'm sorry, I feel like this vlog is half flight attendant content, half food, but honestly, I love sharing my meals with you guys. We have a pretty long day ahead of us today, actually. Our first flight is from Orlando to Phoenix, Arizona, and I think that flight is about 4.5, maybe 5 hours long? No, maybe it's like 4. It's definitely between 4 and 5 hours though, so that one's gonna be pretty long. And then we actually have to sit at the Phoenix airport for 3.5 hours in between our flights. So we have a long sit time today, and then we will have one flight from Phoenix back to Dallas tonight. I'm going to be completely transparent and honest with you all because I think you all know me by now that I love my job so much, but I had a few moments yesterday where I was like, girl, like, why does this keep happening? These super early mornings, like, it just won't stop. If you've watched some of my last few vlogs, then you know that I've woken up really early, and it's like every morning, it's just gotten earlier and earlier for my trips. But it's like once I actually started doing my beverage service yesterday on my flights and talking to my passengers, I don't know, just doing what I love, I had such an overwhelming feeling of gratitude for my career and for what I have the privilege to do that it just completely washed over any of those like negative feelings that I had about having to wake up super early for work. It was really cool actually, and I really want to go into today with that same attitude and that same feeling that I had yesterday. I mean, this time last year I was furloughed and I was praying for my job back. Like, I was praying for mornings like this, so I definitely don't want to take a single day for granted. With all of that said, it is currently 6:16 a.m., so it is time to head downstairs and get to the airport so we can get our day started. Look how humid it is. You can't even see out the window. We just walked on the plane. We have about half an hour before we start boarding, so we were here plenty early. We did just get the flying time from our captain, and it's going to be a 4-hour and 9-minute flight. So it's going to be pretty long, but I'm gonna make sure that I have everything all set up and ready to go, and I'll see you all in Phoenix. Landed in Phoenix, Arizona, safe and sound. We were completely full. There were a bunch of little kids and babies because Orlando is so close to Disney, so I always love seeing that. But now I'm on my break. I think I have about another hour, and then we will board our last flight of the night back to Dallas. It's been a few days since I talked to you guys last, so sorry for the abrupt transition, but look at how cute Miss Luna is. I just had to get her in today's vlog. Are you sleepy or are you just avoiding the camera? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. This is Luna all day, every day. If she's not playing Frisbee, she likes to stare out the window. Remind me to not wear black pants around my dog. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and I finally have a few days off of reserve where crew scheduling cannot call me on these days. I 100% absolutely have a few days off, so I definitely want to take some time to relax and enjoy these few days off. It's so fun being here and watching the seasons change. I actually am such a summer girl, but I do love when the seasons change, and I took these cute pictures of Luna yesterday in the leaves. I think she's a fall girl.